What are my thoughts on The Dark Tower? So The Dark Tower is a movie about a dark tower that's in the middle of a circle, and this circle has a lot of universes within it, and the tower protects the universes from any evil that's around the circle that's trying to get in. Matthew McConaughey's character named Walter wants to destroy the tower so everybody or all the evilness can get in the circle. It's up to Idris Elba and Tom Taylor as the gunslinger and Jake to stop him before he destroys the tower. Okay, where to begin with this one? Well, I can start with Matthew McConaughey as Walter. I really did like him as this character, mostly because you could just tell he had a blast when he went to work. Like, he just came in to set, went to wardrobe, put on all this black gown and, the jacket and everything. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be evil today. Alright. That was a terrible Matthew McConaughey expression, but seriously, every scene he was in, I just had a good time. He wasn't as sinister as I would think, but that wasn't the point of him. Or maybe it was, but I just didn't get that per se. I just had a good time. I had fun. I wasn't scared whatsoever. I just had a blast with him, and I think that's because he had a blast when he was at work. So that's just me. Idris Elba as the gunslinger, he was really just Idris Elba to me. He wasn't anything spectacular. He was just Idris Elba that could shoot like Django from Django Unchained, so if that was cool to you, cool. It was cool to me at some parts, because, when the action went down, but that was about it for Idris. For me. Tom Taylor as young Tobey Maguire, because, guys, look at him. Does he not look like a young Tobey Maguire? Like, every time his face or his mouth dropped in the film, I just thought of whenever Tobey Maguire did that in the Spider-Man series. Y'all see it? No? Okay. I liked him in this film. I liked his character, mostly because I like it when kids cooperate in films. Most kid characters are just so stubborn, like John Connor in Terminator 2. The movie was great, don't get me wrong, but him in it was just sort of annoying at parts. Luckily, Jake was not like that at all in this film. He was like, alright, I understand what's going on, nobody believes me, everybody thinks I'm crazy, but when, the shit that I see in my dreams or in my visions come to life, he's like, oh, I knew it all along, let's go on this adventure. Cool. Now, let's talk about the story per se. This was really by the numbers when you think about it. Nothing at all in this film was surprising, to say the least. Anything you could think about, of course it happened. Starting with the mother who thought the child was insane, so of course she didn't believe him. You have a stepfather who doesn't give a shit about the child, just wants to get in the mother's pants. Obviously, all that. Protagonists, they're going on this huge adventure, so they go from here to here to here to here, and of course the villain is just one step behind them. Wherever the heroes have been, the villain is now getting there. It's just where did they go? Oh, so who are you? Oh, blah, 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 blah. You've seen this all the time. Until they get to the third act, to where at the beginning of the third act, the villain is now finally there. It's one step ahead. So now they capture the heroes. This is the dark moment. You think the protagonists have failed. All hope is lost. But of course it doesn't end like that. They're going to win, because it's that cliche of a film. As a matter of fact, there's this one scene to where Jake is at school all by himself. He's in the middle of the hallway where the kids are passing him, and he's drawing all by himself. What do you think is going to happen? Your first guess, I bet you, is literally the answer. Your very first guess. It's that cliche, guys. Yes. If you know what it is, please put it in the comment section below, because I know you are a smart audience. I know you guys are very smart. Prove it to me. Also, I felt as if this movie was very rushed. And by rushed, it's certain things in the movie to where I'm supposed to care about or feel, I don't, because it's just thrown in there for filler, or we need to know why characters are the way they are. Example, the gunslinger's father is in this film, but he doesn't have a lot of screen time. You can guess why for that as well. He's in there for a flashback. Guess again if you got the first time wrong, but I guarantee you didn't. He's in there for a short amount of time, and it's supposed to explain why the gunslinger is the way he is, or why he really just wants revenge instead of stopping him from destroying the Dark Tower. And I didn't really care so much. As a matter of fact, you could have had a scene where that was exposition, to where he just sat down and talked to Jake and explained what happened to his father and why he wants to kill Walter specifically about his father, you know, because technically he did have that. As a matter of fact, with that being in there, yeah, you probably could have cut the scene out. I said it to say, if you are going to show us a scene, that means we're supposed to be emotionally invested rather than telling us about it. But since we didn't really care so much, you could have just told us about it and we wouldn't have felt any difference. There's a lot of scenes like that in the film to where we don't really care so much because it's just glossed or to either be filler or move the story forward in a way. That's why it doesn't really work necessarily. Now, from what I hear, this is a Stephen King series, not just one book, series, and people have been waiting years to see this on the big screen. I kind of feel bad because there's nothing special about this film whatsoever. If you think that this is the next Harry Potter series of some sort, not at all, guys. This is just a normal, cliche, some people can even say boring, and I wouldn't be mad at them for that. It's just one of those films, guys. What can I say? So, would I recommend the film? I don't think it's necessarily worth going to the theaters to see. You know, it's you can wait until Redbox or Netflix to catch this one. Or maybe you could take a date to see this, you know. She might want to see it for the eye candy of Idris Elba, or maybe even Matthew McConaughey in this film, because, you know, he did do his thing, and he did do his thing, I'm just saying. But I don't think the guys are necessarily going to have the best time of their lives watching this. They might like it. But for any fans of the books, I highly doubt you will get any enjoyment out of this. Even though I haven't read the book, so I can't necessarily say, but I will say this. When I left the screening, I did talk to a couple critics that came to see the movie, and they said they actually pulled like a little bit of material from every book in the series and put it into this one film. That's no. As a matter of fact, the village scene itself, that's in book 5 from what I was told. 5. Not even the series of unfortunate events film went that far. They only said, all right, we're just going to stick with mixing in the first 3 books. I kind of wish we had more of those movies. I enjoyed Jim Carrey as Count Olaf. So guys, those are my thoughts on The Dark Tower. I want to know what you guys thought about it. Did you like it? Are you fans of the book series? And if you are, did you enjoy the film per se? Or even if you're not, you know, did you like Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey in this film? Whatever it may be, let me know in the comment section below. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you want, you can click right here to see more of my thoughts on the matter.